So there's a lot of hybrid teams working in the business environment today. And one of the things that I've seen and talked with executive leaderships about is this slow drift that happens to poor performance, that we just slightly get off, where we thought the mission was or where the focus was, and it slowly drifts. Now, process drift happens everywhere. The only thing you can do is bring it back together. It's going to happen. That's why we have audits, right? Whether it's external audits or internal audits and things that we do, is to make sure that the drift doesn't happen and we get realigned. But when we think about it as like a virtual team, a hybrid team, how do we kind of keep everything together? So there's definitely a few things I've worked with executives on to help them keep their teams aligned and accountable for driving results. So the first thing is to recognize the drift early. So the things that you're looking for is missed deadlines, confusion over assignments, or just miscommunication in general. Start asking yourself, all right, what did we miss here? Why did we not get the result we wanted to? Or why is this becoming harder to achieve than it used to? Thinking about those two type of questions, it's at least going to help you identify, okay, there's something here. Let me go into the next couple of steps to make sure that this team is aligned. You want to catch it early on. We don't want to be micromanaging and getting in people's business, but if we need to, we need to. If we're missing deadlines or there's miscommunication over assignments and activities and execution, that's a problem. It's only going to get worse. It will never recalibrate itself without going in there and having some specific impact into it. So the second thing is, making this alignment or realignment not just a one-time occurrence. It's going to be part of a cadence that you're going to have to get into. A great way to think about it is all those in-person walking past, saying hello, aligning in the hallway, having a cup of coffee, those type of little interactions, they're getting replaced by something else. And we want to make it somewhat formal. But these realignments, making sure that we're on top of our deadlines, our future plan for the week, what we're actually going to go execute, making that part of the new rhythm is just what is going to have to happen to keep these things aligned, especially as it's a team. We often have kickoff meetings, right? Or maybe a stage gate, but inside of those, there's going to have to be multiple levels inside of that. Now, making sure it's at the right level within the organization as well. It doesn't have to be everyone coming together, but what is that visible kind of hierarchy of the information getting related from one project team to another, or up in the organization to the next level, so that everyone's getting a good picture of what's going on. And that takes us to the third one, which is how to make it visible. I'm from a manufacturing background, and we had visual boards everywhere in the shop floor. You could walk up to any cell, any production group, look at the board and get a clear understanding about what is happening. The idea behind visual boards is the 1, 3, 5, or 10, depending on what you read. But in 1 second, I should be able to say, hey, are we good or bad? In 3 seconds, I should be able to say, hey, we're in this right trajectory. This is what's going on. And then in that 5 to 10 seconds, we should be able to see what challenges, what problems are going on, and be able to see who's responsible for them, where they are in the process, deadlines, all the different kind of updates inside of that. Now, that's pretty hard to do with all the different kind of projects we have. But if we take that idea, say, how do we start doing this? There's so many tools out there now that we can have virtual dashboards, performance kind of updates on projects. So how do we keep those live, engaged, used? One of the main reasons boards like that or visual management like that doesn't work is because they're not used. If they're used by everyone in the organization or at the right levels, they will get used. It's the first tool to find out the information, go there, look at it to see where it is, and then follow that path. It's going to encourage everyone to use those boards and keep everything extremely visual. And once you've got a good model, it's rinse and repeat. You could use that same type of board for many different applications through your business. So hybrid teams don't just fail all of a sudden. It's a slow drift, like many things, like many processes. and teams. It's a slow drift, but if we catch it early, if we really do emphasize the alignment and responsibilities and make things visual, you're going to have a much higher productive hybrid team than you do other ways. If you want to sit down and kind of understand a little bit about some of the visual management that I've used in the past with other businesses, or at least the concepts and the dashboards behind them, I'd love to be able to sit down and talk that through with you. I'm Andrew Buckland, your Business Accelerator.